It's Remy from Kensley Fitness, and in today's video I have another product to show you guys, and it's called the Easy Rope. So why do we call it the Easy Rope? Well, because it's a rope that's very easy to attach to your pull-up bar and to remove, obviously. So let me quickly show you how quickly you can put it on and off. So put it off, go like that, and this is what it looks like. Basically it's just a rope and it's got this loop here. And then to put it back on, there you go. So it takes like 1 second. And it fits on bars like this, 34 millimeters, but also on a thicker bar, like a 50 millimeter bar, it should be no problem. Okay, so we have 4 versions. Why do we have 4 versions? Well, let's go over how they're all different. So this one is a 50 millimeter thickness, so 2-inch thickness, and it's 2 meters long. So if you're doing rope climbs that are longer, you want to start from the bottom all the way up, then this is a great version to get. And this is for someone maybe with smaller hands, also easier to grip because it's smaller. This is 38 millimeters. And then we have the shorter versions of these two. So this is a 50 millimeter that's only 50 centimeters long. And this is a 38 millimeter diameter that's also 50 centimeters long. So with this one, you also have more variations you can do. So you can easily do rows, inverted rows. You can also do like tricep extensions. With these, it's also possible. But what you would do is you would put a barbell here, on your rack, and then you would attach that there. So that way you can get the rope quite low to the ground. But with these, you can also just do like full-on climbs up and down. So yeah, that's kind of the difference. What else you can do with these? So, if you have one, you have the option of holding it like this to do your pull-ups. And actually, some interesting things. The farther your hands are apart, the harder it is. So if you want to do the easiest variation, you would go like this. Even easier variation, actually, would be to have one arm on the pull-up bar and one arm on the rope. You can also have 2 ropes and do your pull-ups, like this. If you have different thicknesses, maybe you want to, switch your hands so that, you develop your arms evenly. So yeah, that's basically it. Very simple, but I think it's a very good item. I think rope climbs are actually very, very underrated. If you ever do them, once in a while you incorporate into your training, you really feel like this part of your muscle, like your brachialis. And also, because of the way rope climbs work, I think you get a lot deeper stretch, especially if you're doing, long pulls, right? Instead of just keeping it close like this, if you do like really long pulls, you'll get a stretch that you do not get with like a regular pull-up, for example. Because at pull-up, you're kind of here, so your lat is only stretched a certain amount, but whereas a rope climb, you're really up here, and you can get a much deeper stretch. Also, works your arms one at a time, so you might have less issues when it comes to symmetry and making sure your arms develop equally, and your lats as well. So yeah, that's basically it. I love rope climbs. I did start implementing these usually as my secondary. So after my weighted pull-ups, I really like to either do rope climbs or I like to just do behind the neck pull-ups. I think these are 2 really good secondary pull-up exercises, and I really do feel like it helped my weighted pull-ups, which is the main thing that I really focus on. So I was able to do the 20 reps with 32 kilos, which was one of my lifetime goals. Finally got to achieve it after like 10 years of doing weighted calisthenics. And I think rope climbs and the behind the back was one of those things that really helped me achieve that. So that's basically it. I hope you liked the product, and until next time.